Okay, let's see. I can do this. All right. Okay. Let me see how I want to do this because I wanted to go live on the computer. I see it's easier for people with phones for me to just go live on my computer and for people with computers to see it in the landscape type of view. So, welcome everybody in here. We YouTube live right now. I got a couple things to talk about that I've already had a chance to talk about on TikTok, but I want to get a YouTube, uh, feel on it. I'm gonna be getting the articles off my phone since I'm using my computer to look at me, but I got a bunch of them on here. Hold on, let me turn my brightness down on here. Got a bunch on here that we can. Oh crap! And they try to show you guys. There we go. We got a bunch. When I told you guys I have a bunch of articles. I was not lying. I got a bunch of articles on here. Bunch. Okay. Anyways, so let's talk about. We're just going to get to some flashpoints because I just did a 2 hour and 30 minute live on TikTok, and that shit was crazy. So let's talk about this. Author Rip. What I wanted to talk about was Ukraine. 6 million people are in the dark. Probably way more than that, to be honest. That's probably all they're allowed to tell you. But yeah, there's a lot of people in the dark in Ukraine. Russia's hitting this infrastructure hard as hell right now. They're not holding back. They're not playing around no more. This is turning into a full blown war. They are not taking this as a game. Any kind of competition between the West and Russia. This is not a friendly competition no more. This is a very, very bad spot. Now, I'm already seeing that the NATO has sent 5 aircraft carriers up to Ukraine. Russia's firing missiles, Caliber missiles from the Sea of Japan, which I have on here as well. Caliber missiles from this. Let me get this all the way down. Hopefully that helps a little bit. Oh boy. Caliber missiles from the Sea of Japan. Russia displays its military caliber missiles from Japan, the Sea of Japan. Then it's coming out that Russia was supposed to plan an attack on them as well. I'm gonna put all the links in the description as well. I'll do that this live. I'd be too lazy to do it every freaking live. I'm like, oh man, I don't know how Paul and them do this, man, but it's I can't do this every live, man. But yeah, I'm gonna put the links in the description on this one. I got y'all back. Okay. We also have amid rising tensions with China, the United States military may return to the Subic Bay, Philippines. Subic Bay, Philippines. The United States is preparing for a war with Russia, China, North Korea, and Iran. If you guys have not been keeping up with my TikTok lives, because I say this every day. Say this every day. The United States is getting prepared. They're deploying all this stuff to fight China. They're deploying all this stuff to fight Russia. They're deploying stuff to fight North Korea and Iran. They're everywhere, and our allies is helping us right now. That's why I'm like, I don't get how people do not see that we're this close to war. Like we're like a fart away, bro. Somebody can just fart and start World War III, bro. Like it's that, and I know as bad as that sound, as big as of a joke as that sound, I'm just dead ass serious. These guys can literally sleepwalk into a world war with each other. Today we're cool. Tomorrow they're blowing each other up, and we still don't know who our allies or anything. You know who's truly going to ride with us to the end, and who's going to change on us. Navy vet in the house. What's up, Navy vet? Rodney, what's up? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. All right. Also on here, China is saying they're going to work with North Korea. Showing y'all this on here as well. Let me put it further back. I hate that it does this. But yeah, China, she said they're going to work with North Korea for global and regional stability. So China is trying to work with North Korea, most likely against the interests of the United States. They want to make sure they do everything to piss off the United States because the United States don't care what they're doing to China. They're trying to isolate them with the microchip war that we're having right now. They're China's getting opiates and all types of fentanyl in this country. I could say that on YouTube now. I can't say that on TikTok, but yeah, that's what I was trying to hide out on TikTok. That they're saying that China's using I think it's asymmetrical warfare on the United States by sending in fentanyl to kill our citizens and giving it to the Mexican cartel to deliver past our borders. which is another reason why we're trying to shut our borders down because, yeah, there's a lot of dirty shit going on between our government and theirs, too, by the way. The Chinese government and the United States government are working together. The FBI is investigating this because they're wondering why there's fucking Chinese drones flying over the White House and Chinese technology all throughout America that is really dangerous to our military. They could be spying on our stuff. They can have radars up. They can be disrupting signals from the 5G towers. They can probably turn off planes for all we know. We don't know. We have no idea what they could do. So the United States is on high alert on this. They're really worried about this. NATO is sending jammers to Ukraine for defense against the Iranian drones, the drones that is terrorizing. Let me see if I can make this a little better. There we go. There we go. NATO drones. NATO sending jammers to Ukraine. So these jammers are for Iranian kamikaze drones, the Shahed 136, I believe they're called. This drone has been changing the war in Ukraine, taking out its infrastructure, taking out its power, taking out everything. NATO is trying to find new ways to help Ukraine by sending missile systems, and also the Patriot missile defense systems are on the table today as Germany is holding talks with Poland for delivery to Ukraine for the Patriot defense systems that's protecting Poland and everybody in Ukraine. I hate this blur. That's why I keep trying to show you guys, but it keep getting a little lighter. There we go. But yeah, there you go. See, it does it on its own. Every time I turn it down, it turns itself back up. Let me see if there's a way to turn that off. No? Night shift? See if that works a little better. Heck no. It's still going up there. But yeah. Germany is in talks with allies over Polish push for Patriot delivery to Ukraine. Poland wants wants Germany to send the Patriot defense systems to Ukraine because it would be better if Ukraine could shoot them down while they're already in their territory. But wouldn't that just lead to another missile hitting Poland anyway, depending how far into Ukraine it is or how far into Poland it is? But Poland is saying that Ukraine needs them more than they do. They already, got defense systems. Ukraine don't have that many to protect themselves from Russia. Germany's trying to say it's only for NATO only. That's why they won't do it, but they're still in talks to do it. So most likely something's about to come out of this. They're probably begging Germany to do something to help Ukraine out. Okay, what's next? The Serbian police fined 600 migrants on the shootout after the shootout near the Hungarian border. So there was a shootout today on the Hungarian border, which they blamed on Albania and they blamed on Kosovo. And they automatically started sending the army and police to secure these areas, all borders, all everything, thinking that they were going to come in for a terrorist attack. Now, Serbia and Kosovo is still in very high tensions. I don't care what they say about the license plates. Oh, we found a new deal, even though both of you guys are saying, well, I didn't agree to that and I didn't agree to this and blah, blah, blah. Still something that could turn bad, but for a distraction purpose and for the ease of tensions around the world and show to our citizens how great the EU and the United States is at negotiating this, they want to promote that they are getting along and they're going to be fine from now on. No, they're not. They're not. Something's going to break out again. I'm telling you. Something's going to break out again. All right, and then here's that too. Serbian police unit, 600, Syrian police fined 600 migrants after shootout near border. Okay, Russia preparing for escalation on the border with NATO. Oh, wait. Sorry, that was some of my recent video. That was from my recent video. But yeah, they're preparing for war with or escalation on the border between Ukraine and Russia. They're saying that NATO is going to try to secure these borders with Ukraine. And they're saying that's going to cause an escalation between Russia, Ukraine, and NATO. And yeah. So what do they mean by secure the borders? I can actually talk a little bit on YouTube, as I've been saying. So what they mean by this is Ukraine had put a proposal on the table a little while ago for NATO to be able to send in peacekeeping troops to be able to secure borders with Russia after Ukraine take the territory over and liberate them. Now, NATO never really spoke publicly about this, but they kind of said, well, it's up to the allies. Now, when you think of NATO, you think of all 30 members getting involved. What people fail to realize is that NATO can have like certain countries get involved into this mess. So let's say Hungary don't want to get involved into a dispute with Russia. So maybe Poland is a little more bold with Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, so they can go ahead and help Ukraine secure their borders if they wanted to. Or the United States themselves, if they agree to the situation, if they don't feel like it's going to go into a nuclear war with Russia, they can, try to secure the borders too. The bad part about this is that would mean that NATO troops would have to be on Russia's border, or a NATO member troops would have to be on Russia's border. And in Russia's mind, that would be setting up a false flag attack or an attack on their territory or Belarus, which is probably hinting why Russia's saying that they're about to attack Belarus soon, or they're about to attack, that NATO is about to attack Belarus or Russia pretty soon. Belarus is saying they're going to attack Belarus or Russia. Russia is saying they're going to attack Belarus. NATO is saying that Russia is going to attack Belarus nuclear plant and get, all this to escalate. So for some reason, it was predicted that all of this is going to escalate in the winter. And I think I know why, because Europe's going to be in a crisis. People are going to be in the dark. People are going to be starving. People are going to be freezing. People ain't going to have shit. People ain't going to have heat. Like it's going to be really bad in Europe and Ukraine, but Europe too. That's why I'm like, yeah, Europe's about to get involved in this war. Something's about to happen. Russia ain't going to be, hogging up all this heat and stuff and nothing be done. No, they're going to disrupt something. They're going to sabotage just like they did with the pipeline and everything. They're going to do it. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. All right, let's move on. First video of the blast, damaged pipeline and Danish economic zone released. And this was on TASS. This is a TASS source on this one. They did show the video. There's a video released online showing how the pipeline literally looks shaved. It literally looks shaved, or like it has a big hole on it or something like that. I couldn't really tell too much from the video, but it looked like it was like literally blown off. Like we were sitting there making jokes about it. Like it looked like that freaking pipeline went to a barber. That's how clean cut it was. I'm like, damn, I ain't never seen that in my life. But yeah, it's crazy. Sweden has put an investigation into it. They said it was definitely sabotage. Earlier, members blamed Russia for it, so I'm going to think that they're going to continue to blame Russia because they want to show that NATO is unified, and NATO would never do that to another NATO member, sabotage their pipeline. Even though you can argue for the fact that it could be for the Russians' sake, so they don't benefit from, these deliveries as well. That was the only kind of leverage that they had over NATO to try to get them to the negotiation table. Now that that's gone, then there's nothing to negotiate. It's still December, I think. Yeah, I still think it's December too. I think it's going to be something happening in December. But I could be wrong. I'm going to put this in here one time. I don't do this on YouTube usually. But if you want to help out on donations, donate to my stuff if you want to. You don't have to, but that's just purely if you want to. I don't promote on YouTube because YouTube is a little more recycly for you to watch it over and over. And I don't think people want to hear, hey, donate to the channel if you want to. Nah, hell no. You're like, well, dude, we're just trying to hear the news. TikTok's a little different. You can kind of move in. Every break time I'll promote it on TikTok, but YouTube I don't promote it at all. Usually my mods do or someone else. What else did I have to talk about today? The reason I went to YouTube so fast is so things were so fresh in my mind. I wanted to make sure it was fresh in my mind. So I can come here and talk to you guys and be a little more dark about it. I know I got to hold things back on TikTok. China's invading this country as well. I wanted to put that out there. And I know people are going to be like, well, No, they're not. No, they're not. They're preparing for war with our country. They're invading this country. They're doing it through Mexico and all that. That's why, so much is happening down there. Nobody knows the truth. You got migrants that look like fucking army men coming past the border. You got army men on the border with them. They're saying there's skirmishes on the border. Now there's shootouts near the border. Now there's Venezuelan prisoners near the border. Probably who else? Nicaraguans. The Russian army that is down in Nicaragua right now, probably going past the border in disguise as civilians, spies. Terrorists. We already know there's been hella shootouts this year more than anything. Thank you, Matt, for the donation. Thank you, Matt, for the donation to the Venmo. Yeah, it's a lot. Javante, I should message you on Instagram about the border. One of my really good friends is a border guy in Texas. Oh, yeah, let me know. Hit me up on Instagram. Let me know. Heck yeah. I also got a foreign fighter I'm supposed to be talking to soon, too. So I want to get information from him, talk to him a little bit and, talk about the things that I can talk about with you guys. And if there's, classified or secret stuff that I can't talk about, then I'm going to be respectful. But I will, tell y'all. Either way, I find ways to end up telling my fan base stuff without actually telling them who told me it. So we'll see. We'll see. But y'all know I got y'all. Anyways, on with the news. Russia and Turkey is negotiating a small military operation in northern Syria right now. In northern Syria, let me get this freaking brightness down so y'all can actually see it. Not that. Here we go. Yep. Yeah, so that's another thing that we gotta talk about. Oh, you watching me and Dabu? Dabu 7? Yeah, I want to see. I was going to go and watch his live, and I was like, damn, he went live. Off Grid went live on YouTube. Let me get my YouTube support back, bro. Let me go live on YouTube. But yeah, I saw Dabu 7 was live. I want one of these days, I want to try to go live with him. I got to figure out how to reach out to him and stuff so I could talk to him too. How do you watch both at the same time? What, 2 lives? I don't know. You might have to have 2 phones. There might be some special thing you could do on YouTube. I have no idea. Okay, Jay on my phone, Dabu on TV. Oh, facts. I like that. I like that. Good setup. Good setup. So Turkey and Russia is probably negotiating how to avoid war with each other because Turkey, if they hit areas in Syria that is not supposed to be hit, like, Syrian forces or back forces, not the Kurdish, not too much of the Kurdish, but Russia got bases in Syria. The United States got bases in Syria. Syria got bases in Syria. Iran got bases in Syria. So, you got to be really careful on ground operations and different operations in a war zone, especially when you got it's still a crowded airspace, not as bad as it was. I remember a couple years ago, it was so crowded, nobody could fly anywhere or go anywhere. Now it's not as crowded as it was. It's not as bad as it was, but it's still kind of crowded. Still got the United States there. You still got Iran on missions there. You still got Turkey on missions there. You still got Russia doing missions there, Syria as well, and so on and so on. North Korea, I'm guessing they're getting ready for a nuclear test on the North Korean side. I have not gotten news from North Korea today besides their Kim Jong-un's sister, threatening everybody. But yeah, she threatens everybody anyway. She's the one you don't want threatening nobody, bro. She's a beast. She's a beast. I do know that they fired a missile like 3 to 4 days ago, and that was the last that I heard about North Korea. Besides the unity with China, that they said they're going to unify with China, which they've been cool for years now. We're so close to December. Yeah, dark winter coming soon. My deadline is still December, man. My deadline, I still feel like something's going to happen in December. Everybody keeps warning, keep putting this warning of winter, what's going to happen in the winter. And I know winter can go from January to February, but I'm thinking December, the start of January, where everybody starts to feel this mess, probably halfway through it, when it really starts to get cold in Europe and really starts to get really, really low, that things are going to really start escalating like bad. So we'll have to see. Let's see how December turns out. Okay, what we got? NATO troops hold drills in the Poland-Suwałki Gap. Like I said, this is right by right by the Russian border, also right in between Poland and Lithuania, also right by Belarus. Uh, and this leads to Kaliningrad. So when Belarus says that they're holding drills not only on the western front but also on the eastern, now I know what they mean. Are they preparing for an attack on Russia and Belarus? Most likely. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it to you. Most likely they're preparing for an attack on them because they don't know what's going to happen. They don't know how this war is going to end. They don't know how the situation is going to go. Nobody knows. But yeah, they're most likely preparing for some kind of simulated attack on Russia and Belarus. That's probably how they're running in their drills right now. Hopefully they're not though. Hopefully they're not. All right. On that note, let's continue on. But yeah, oh wait, my bad. Let me show you guys that this is actually legit. I hate that I got to keep turning this down. Freaking iPhones. But yes, NATO troops hold drills in Poland's Suwalki Gap. So just letting people know. NATO forces took part in drills in northern Poland on Friday in an area crucial significance on the security of the alliance eastern flank. So, like they want to build up on the eastern flank, they want to do drills, they want to be ready, they want to send air defense systems, they want to do whatever they can do to be prepared for a war with Russia or Belarus, both China, North Korea, Iran, all the above. So yeah, it's not surprising me that they're doing these drills. Let's continue on. Okay, so GOP Representative Pat Fallon, fentanyl deaths are symmetrical warfare being waged by the Chinese communists using Mexican drug cartels. So this is what I was just talking about when I was talking about the invasion of China and the Americans and when all that mess. They're using Mexico. They're using Mexico to get this stuff through. They're using Mexico to pretty much use this on America. So I already know they've been putting in fentanyl. They've been putting in meth. They've been putting in heroin and all that heroin, all that mess into this country. That's been killing a lot of people. I've lost friends to it. I'm pretty sure other people out there lost friends and families to it. It's sad. It's really sad. But China's waging war on us in different fields, and this is what people need to start paying attention to because China's a very smart country. They move steps and steps and steps ahead. They don't, they're not like Russia that's going to rush right into it and be like, oh, that pissed me off. Let's go to war. No, China's more like, okay, let's observe the situation. Let's build up to it. Let's get our military ready. Let's plant spies. Let's plant police. Let's buy land. Let's do this. Put 5G towers and all. They're going to have a whole huge plan to take you down. They probably got EMPs in space floating around everywhere. Who knows? Who knows with the Chinese army? They're smart. So when they say they're going to put all their energy to waging war on America or find a way, to fight wars, modern wars with Taiwan or America or Japan, then they're going all in this time, guys. You best believe China's not going to make a move until they think they're ready. And I think that time is coming really soon because they're getting really assertive, really cocky. They just used force on the Philippines last week to the point the United States had. Oh, wait, not last week. That was just a couple of days ago. That was like 2 days ago. They used force on the Philippines to the point the United States had to threaten China with military force. Military force. Crazy, right? Crazy. So, yeah, it's getting bad over there. It's getting dangerous over in the Indo-Pacific as well. And that just shows we don't know who's coming through our border. I told y'all we're on a terrorist alert. I'm 100% serious. We have been on a terrorist alert for a long, long time. They made this announcement in June saying we don't know who's coming past our border and there's going to be a bunch of terrorists. Don't go to high gatherings. Don't go to churches. Don't go to schools. Don't do this. Don't do that. That's what they were putting out on the news. And then they showed on the White House that, yeah, we're on a terrorist alert. On the whitehouse.gov, it showed, in their little, maybe it was the Department of Defense. It was one of the two, either the Department of Defense or the White House, but they had it on there that we were on a terrorist alert. I kept showing it on my TikTok over and over and over. People forgot about it, and they're like, oh, why is all this terrorist attacks happening? Why is all these shootings happening? Where's all these heartless people coming from? Yeah, best believe martial law is on its way. I think it's coming. I think it's coming. If okay, if Biden goes down the route that he wants to promote this war, martial law is looking really juicy right now. If he goes down the route that he does not want to promote this war, we're just going to get cut off guard. We're going to probably have the power cut out, and like I said, America's going to be looking around confused, wondering why their phones and cars and electricity at home ain't working, why their grid, nothing's working. Why where'd the power go? And once it finally click in, because the smart people are going to know immediately, especially if you look at your phone and your car's not working, and everybody in the area is out of fucking power. You're going to think like, okay, this sounds like something like an EMP or something. Damn, I have no way of making sure, but yeah, this is like EMP. Let me check the grocery store. Grocery store all out. Everybody's grabbing shit in there. Yeah, then off the rip. Okay, yep, something happened in this country. Somebody hit our grid. Time to get stuff. EBS system has to go off first. Martial law is on its way. EBS system has to go off first. Yeah, I think the EBS might still do, because Hawaii was alerted when they thought a nuke was coming towards Hawaii. They was alerted there, so I can't say that they might not tell. I mean, that they won't tell you. They might tell you, but I don't know. I'm in my mind, I'm saying not to depend on it, just in case, not to depend on that. Ukraine-Russia war. Russia rains missiles on liberated Kherson, and that happened today as well, as Ukraine is out of power and fighting for their survival right now. Let me turn this little brightness down so you can actually see it. But yeah, Russia-Ukraine war. Russia rains missile on Kherson, liberated Kherson. So the reason I saved that article is because I was thinking in my head, we haven't heard much about the Kakhovka Dam in a while. The dam that's right over right by the bridge that got destroyed not even 2 weeks ago. But the Kakhovka Dam is the dam that they've been worried that if it gets hit, it's going to go all the way into Kherson, tear it all up, floods everywhere in Ukraine, power out all throughout Ukraine. Even the Zaporizhia nuclear power plant wouldn't have any power for a long, long time if that happened. They wouldn't have no way to generate power through that, because that dam powers a lot of places. So yeah, that's another problem that we have to deal with when they have to think about. So I'm like, oh, if Russia's starting to shoot back on and hit missiles and making it rain missiles over there, I'm only imagining that they're probably going to target the freaking the dam. So who knows? Who knows? Just a food for thought. All right, Iran sends more troops to Kurdish regions as new protests flare. So yes, Iran is now sending more of their troops to the Kurdish areas or Kurdish regions, most likely disguising their little operation with Turkey. So Iran can't get criticized too much because they're just like, hey, Turkey's doing it. Why you guys coming after us? You ain't going after Turkey. They got an operation in Iraq and Syria too. Yeah. Iran is we're about to be at war with Iran. I can say this on here too. Really soon, we are about to be at war with Iran. We are about to be in a full-blown war with Iran. I know it's coming. Israel's getting us to prepare for it, and then Yahoo's back, and then we got freaking Biden, the Biden administration that kind of wanted this for a while, wanted to take Iran out. Actually, this has been on the Dems' agenda for a while, or the presidential agenda. It could be Republican, it could be Democrats. Both of them wanted what's on the same agenda. I know Trump even attacked Iran when he was in office. Yeah, he did. But General Soleimani. Yep, I remember. I remember. But anyways, both for the agenda to take down Iran. It's already part of the plan. Now that it's moving in motion, protests all over Iran. That Iran is saying is by the United States and others. Most likely, if it is by them, then it would be to set this up for war with Iran. If it's not them, then Iran is just being fucking scared and probably setting up some kind of false flag to justify whatever they're about to do in their own country and other countries. So we'll have to see. We'll see. Electromagnetic pulse, EMP, yep. EBS systems, emergency broadcast system. Oh, okay. Oh, that's okay. That's what they said. What's EBS? Emergency broadcast. Yeah, emergency broadcast system. That's what the EBS is. Um, you can also get a presidential alert. Don't forget that they sign up for the presidential alerts. Even though I've never gotten a presidential alert since I've had an iPhone or Android, but yeah, supposedly that's another thing that's supposed to alert you when something happens or when your president's about to make a speech or something importance. But that's probably what they was setting that up. They know we were going to World War III. They've known since COVID started. They've known since COVID started that we were going to go into World War III. I've known since COVID started as well. That's when I was first told that something was going to happen towards 2022 or the beginning of 2023. Then I got told this year again that something was going to happen at the end of 2022 or the beginning of 2023. I put my bets on December, but it could still just, if it does not happen in December, that doesn't mean it's not going to happen. That's the point I'm trying to make out. But obviously, after December, I'm not going to give up either if we make it past that far. I'm still going to be here. People demand me to be here. They want me here. So I'm here, man. I'm here. A lot of people try to get me out of the news and stuff, and it's not going to happen. Turkish military escalation in the last 5 days was 50 airstrikes by fighter jets, 26 attacks by drones, hundreds of rockets hitting nearly 65 positions. And that's on here as well. The source of this is a Syrian source, and I cannot read Syrian, so it's like this. I think it's the SFR something. It's a Syrian site, though. I'll post, like I said, I'll post the links in here towards the end. Iran has reportedly been developing large cruise missiles that can potentially eliminate many of obstacles towards delivering a nuclear bomb. Oh, wait. Oh, wow. Nearly 125 combatants and civilians killed and injured in Turkish military operations on the Syrian Defense Forces controlled areas in the last 5 days. Okay. I cried this, every bit of it. I mostly enjoy when the shape spin continuously. It showed that a hidden message that changed my life. This is the best video that ever existed on YouTube. God, really? Oh, God, real. Oh, thanks, guys. Thank you, guys. Iran developing missiles that can eliminate obstacles, delivering nukes. That's what I was talking about. Iran has reportedly been developing large cruise missiles that can potentially eliminate many of the obstacles towards delivering a nuclear bomb. So, yes, this is another thing that's ridiculous. Is Turkey part of NATO or with Russia? Well, they're part of NATO and they're with Russia. You could kind of say they're doing both. They're with NATO, but they're also part of Russia. All right, please stop spamming, please. Other people probably want to type and stuff. I know you want to get your emotions out, but please do not spam the lives. That's at least one of the things I ask everybody to be respectful with. All right, representative for the Keys. Okay, this is the one about NATO deploying 5 aircraft carrier strike groups in Europe against Russia. Okay, 5 aircraft carrier strike groups is in NATO or in Europe right now. Let me see. We have 2 from the United States, 1 from Great Britain, 1 from France, and 1 from Italy, which it says at the bottom of here as well. Which I'm put all these sources in here. Actually, this one is the Defense Express. This is a Ukrainian source. As you can see, the Ukrainian flag up there. NATO on the northern and southern flanks of NATO in Europe, the aircraft carriers of the United States, Great Britain, France, Italy operate simultaneously. NATO forces deploy 5 aircraft carrier strike groups at once, which focused on 2 flanks, namely in the North Sea and the Mediterranean Sea. So Mediterranean is another area close to all the action. And actually, that's one of the only areas you can get into the Black Sea, too. Did we just send a nuclear submarine to the Black Sea? That could be armed with up to 200 nukes. Wow. How many nukes could take out the United States? Do you want me to be honest or do you want me to lowball it? Because if you're talking about old nukes, it would have took a lot. If you're talking about new nukes, it don't take that many. We shit is crazy. Shit is crazy right now. Let me see. I'll wait for that question. How do you know this much? Just wondering. I do research, books, stuff that they taught us as a kid to do. Go and read, look up your information, come back and talk about it. I've been reading about this stuff for a long, long time. I've been researching this stuff for a very, very long time. So that's why it's already knocked in my head. It's why sometimes I can go back and be like, oh, wait, this date on this time in 2020, I remember, this warning, or this point of 2021, I remember this, or back in 2014 or 15 with the Syrian problem, with them, having a fake propaganda, acting like the people was, some of them were chemical attack, but some of those were false flags. Actually, CNN set up a couple with the white helmets, which we're not really allowed to talk about on YouTube, so YouTube might block me after this. But the White Helmets was a group that you've seen every time there was a catastrophic event. They were right there. They were right there. The White Helmets were right there. There was this time I seen on CNN that, are you telling me 3 nukes can take out the United States? 4 Satan 2 missiles, Satan 2 nuclear missiles. 4 of those would be it. But yeah, anyways, I remember back in Syria where they were faking the chemical attacks, and then right after the White Helmets came out, after the CNN video, and all the people gets up and act like nothing happened, they were just dead on the ground with all this stuff on their face, whatever the fucking stuff was, probably was water, and then they got up right after and act like nothing happened and walked around, it's cool. I'm like, that's when I realized what propaganda really, really was. Because I ain't gonna lie, back, when I was 12, 13, 9, all that. I always believed in CNN and Fox News. If it wasn't on CNN or Fox News, it had to be fake. If it wasn't on CBS or NBC, it had to be fake. I was on that bandwagon. I ain't gonna lie. When I was younger, hell yeah, I love me some CNN. Then I grew up out of that, and I was like, oh, no, no, no. Okay, what is this guy spamming over here? Do I gotta block this Thaddeus Young? I don't know if he's trolling or what. And a lot of his messages are restricted. I don't know if I gotta block this dude or what, but I'm getting close to it. No, you said that was your son last time. All right. Anyways, I'm about to ignore it. I didn't know it for now. Let me continue on. Yeah, I know it's spamming like crazy. All right, let's continue on. What else I have in here? Kyiv kills 420 Russian troops. Putin's S-300 is destroyed. Ukraine's top security official, he has confirmed that Iranian military advisors have been killed in Crimea. So yes, and yes, this is by News. I think it's News 18. News 18. But yeah, News 18 reported that Iran's military advisors in Crimea has been struck, and the reason that Ukraine has struck them is because they helped them destroy the freaking they just helped them destroy Ukraine's infrastructure and stuff. So now Ukraine is attacking Iranian advisors that's in Ukraine or in Crimea. I keep answering that question. NATO's already involved in the war in Ukraine. They're already there. I keep getting asked that question. That's why I can't say it on TikTok like that. Like, oh yeah, they're involved, guys. The Polish troops are in there and everything. I try to sneak it in there when I can. But for the ones already asking when is NATO going to get involved, they are involved. NATO is already there. How do you think Ukraine is winning so well? Think, guys. Think. How do you think Ukraine is winning so well? They already got troops in there. They got inspectors in there. Like, NATO's involved. They're just not like involved with the way people think. But they're giving them intelligence. They're giving them weaponry. They're in there. They got U.S. inspectors in there. They got Polish troops in there. They got the SAS in there. We hear about Polish troops dying every week, and this ain't the foreign fighters. So, yeah, I do think that NATO's going to get involved. But that'll be the only question I'm asking because I'm still going on this. Unofficially involved, meaning that we're in a shadow war. We're in a shadow war. You always hear about a shadow war between Israel and Iran, and what do they do to each other every time they sabotage something? Every time. They might shoot a missile once in a while into each other's territory, but mostly they're seizing tankers or hitting oil infantries and all that stuff. Oil platforms, gas platforms, stuff like that. Yeah, all that stuff is bye-bye. Now I can't stand the stuff on there no more. Armed conflict between Serbian forces and members of Kosovo Liberation Army. Armed corps with AK-47s inside Syria. This is on War News 24/7. This just came out today, and it's about the shootout on the Hungary border and with Hungary and Serbia, which they said is part of Kosovo. And is this dude really spamming? Okay, I'm about to just block him out of here. I already said I was gonna do that. Hide user. Yep, that's fine. We don't gotta see him no more. You don't gotta see him no more. All right, let's continue on. I give people a chance, and after I give them a warning, then I get them out of here. Yeah, all right. Thank you. Yes, some people need to do their own research. I can't give everything out to everybody. NATO came out and said that the decision over sending Patriot air defense systems to Ukraine lies with the nations. So everybody in the nations that want to give their shit to Ukraine, their defense Patriot systems or whatever, he's like, well, that's up to you guys. Even though they said it would be an escalation. So I wonder with the fighter jets, is he going to say that same thing? Well, if America want to send the F-35s to Ukraine, you're going to be like, hey, it's up to America to send those to Ukraine. Oh, well, put that on the table. Oh, that's going to be passed. Oh, man. What else we got? Poland saying no to Germany on the Patriot air defense systems because they originally was for Poland, but Germany wanted to send them to Poland, for a gift for, hey, you just was hit, buddy. You need some of these to protect your airspace? No, just give them to Ukraine. Was Ukraine going to shoot them into your territory? Was you and Ukraine the ones that planned this? Did y'all plan that missile going into your territory? Was y'all trying to get NATO involved? Because I know how close Poland and Ukraine is, just like this. Poland don't want nothing to happen to Ukraine like that. They don't like seeing this on their border. They've been ready to go past that border, just like the U.S. troops that's in Poland and Romania. As y'all seen, the 101st Division in Romania said they were ready to fight the next day. We're ready to fight tonight. We are ready to strike. Yeah, I think it's more to the story. I think, or if you want me to go the Russian route, it was a Russian missile covered up by the Polish, because Ukraine, as soon as they said, we need proof, Poland told them to shut up, told them not to talk about it or anything. And yeah, after that, Ukraine was just like, oh, we don't know what happened. We don't know. So I think it's kind of like a classified issue, because I think if we have a situation where we can go to war with Russia, they wouldn't want to display that anyway or hype it up, because then Russia's going to be on alert for a NATO attack if they have to retaliate, and that's something they don't want. They don't want that. But yeah, it could be Poland or Ukraine, or it could be Russia. But the thing is, why would Ukraine want to intercept a missile going towards Poland? Like, if you got defense systems set up, you would think that it would be set up to intercept either something from the Black Sea coming this way or something that's coming from towards your defense system towards Poland. Why would you have a defense system pointed at Poland to fire? That makes no sense to me. And if you were firing towards Poland to the point that a missile had to go into its territory, what happened to the Russian missile that you shot down? A lot of things ain't adding up. Ah. Oh, okay. Yeah, the dude I just blocked me just emailed me. It just said some horrible words. You need to rethink hiring your mods because this one on your live tonight banned me for no reason. I was the only one that was on there. And he should stop repeating to what he's saying. You ain't going nowhere in life with these fucking snowflake mod assholes. You're going to get hacked and docked, bitch. Damn. That's fucked up. You Saudi. I'm sorry. Yeah, I blocked you. You were probably the one that was spamming. Thank you. Thank you for the kind words of wisdom. I just wanted to put that on YouTube so everybody know. I read my shit. I don't got nothing to hide. And no, I don't hire my mods. I do help them out if they ever need help. Yeah, I do say, hey, if you want help, let me know. If you struggling on money, let me know. I got your back. But I don't hire them. The fuck? Hey, you're hired. Come and block all these people and get paid. Like, oh my God. People. Yeah, y'all was right. He's crying. I thought it was his son. No, that's not the same guy. It's a different guy. The Dominic person that started spamming on here. All right. Let me continue on. Oh, damn. I had to put my phone over here. Oh, man. I'm going to cry later. Come on. Bad message he sent to my email. Mad at my email. That's the only thing my email want to show me is messages. Okay. We already talked about the ballistic missile that was launched from the sea at the plan. Europe accuses the United States of profiting from war. The EU officials attacked Joe Biden over sky-high gas prices, weapon sales, trade, as Vladimir Putin's war threatens to destroy the Western unity. So I already kind of called this, and this is on Politico. Oh, Politico. I already talked about this, that our allies were going to, start to turn against us because we're benefiting out of this war more than the others are. While we got gas prices over here in America averaging from $3.50 up to $5 to $6, depending on the area you're at, probably $7 in some areas. In Europe, if they had probably average gas in American dollars, it would probably be up to probably $9 to $10, probably higher than that, 12 to 11 or 12 to $13. Yeah, it would be bad. Their gas would be horrible. So I get what they're saying. America is pretty much selling their weaponry or advertising their weaponry in Ukraine. And so is all the other NATO members. So they can't complain about the weapons parts because they're doing the same thing. Y'all advertising their weapons. Y'all see how they're being used in Ukraine. The world sees it and they're like, oh, I want those drones. Or, oh, I want that. I want these missiles. I want that. Both sides are doing it. Jay, didn't you say Putin was not a bad guy? I used to, in my head, think of Putin as a good guy. I used to really think of Putin as a good guy. I like the direction that he always went with our government is hiding stuff from us. He was the first one to talk about Nibiru / Planet X. or the Russian media, I should say, was the first one to bring it up. He offered Americans to go to Russia at the time that he thought he was going to nuke us because our government wouldn't stop trying to provoke war with him. In his words, there was a lot of things that I did look up to Putin for, but the war in Ukraine, I can't say that I, think that that's a good guy's move. When I see all the people in Ukraine that's suffering and stuff, so I honestly don't pick I don't pick a side in this war. I'm not pro Ukrainian and I'm not pro Putin. I am pro people. Now, I used to think that way. I don't think that way no more. That all that went out the window, especially when he said that he was going to nuke us all and all that shit. That left my head. So, yeah, you just got to know people. You see the way they're on. They get promoted, but then when you see the real them, you start to really make your decisions. You can use the sun and a magnifying glass to start a fire. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. I used to try it too as a kid. Okay, what else we got on here? Polish ambassador to the United States. We are interested in an increased number of American soldiers in Poland. Yes, this came out on the Polish news, actually. This one's from Poland. Let me get that a little closer. Probably can't see that. But yes, they want more of our troops into Poland. We already have a lot there. We have a lot in Poland right now, and they probably want a lot more. Now, remember when I said that there was 2 times that NATO put their troops on high alert and for the rapid reaction force. The first time was last year when we put 300,000 troops on high alert. The first time, or the next time was this year when we put 349,000 troops on high alert. So put those together, there should be 649,000 troops on high alert, and you're ready for war at any point in time. Why is that a problem? It took Russia drills up to 150,000 troops on the Ukrainian border to start a conflict. Now Russia's talking about deploying 5 million troops to the Ukraine to fight NATO. So when NATO putting so many troops and Russia putting so many troops, it's letting me know that Russia's actually drifting the war towards NATO and not really wanting to focus the war on Ukraine. Leave Ukraine in the dark and just take out NATO because they're going to get dragged in after everything gets knocked out. They're already going in and out of Ukraine. Hate to say it. Oh, Harris and Marcos also want more U.S. troops in the Philippines. Yeah, right after we said we are going to use force and all that mess, too. Hey, Jay, I'm out watching the Florida State game. Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah. Congratulations, man. Watch that shit. Hope you enjoy it. How is Ukraine able to put up this much resistance? They're not. It's NATO helping Ukraine. Like I've been saying, and this ain't being pro. This is the facts. And I hate that people say, oh, you're so pro-Russian. Get the fuck out of here. This is facts. Ukraine is without. So basically, people are saying when Zelensky was saying that the U.S. weapons was the only thing that they had left. At that point, if NATO would have never helped Ukraine, what would have happened to Ukraine? Zelensky said that our weaponry was all they had left. The weapons we're supplying to them is keeping them alive. What would have happened to Ukraine if we never gave them no more weapons? If we just budged out of billions of dollars to support, of billions of dollars of humanitarian aid, of billions of dollars from all, not just the United States. We just got 50 billion into this. What about the other countries that tribute millions to billions of dollars to Ukraine as well? So, I mean, yeah, without NATO, Ukraine would not be here. Ukraine would have lost the war. But gratefully, they have NATO to supply them with weapons, to supply them with, with humanitarian aid, with food or shelter, whatever they're doing there to help them, medical supplies, all that stuff. What else did they give them? Stuff to prevent radiological disasters or biological disasters and everything. So, yeah, a lot. Anything else? I didn't ban you off TikTok. But, yeah, I can tell you, the United States is doing the most of helping. So Russia's basically fighting the United States with troops that don't know anything. That don't know anything. Do you believe we are close to a peace treaty or an escalation of war? Mm, escalation of war. I don't see the treaty happening anytime soon. They would have to agree to Russia holding the occupied territories that they have right now, or giving them up. And I don't see Russia wanting to give them up, and I don't see Ukraine letting them keep them. So, yeah, no, I don't see Ukraine wanting to lose territory or Russia wanting to lose territory at this point. They just fought so hard to hold all that. No, no way. Plus, Zelensky said they want Crimea back anyway. So they're not going to have no peace agreements unless Crimea is involved in it. Wow, I thought it really said my screenshot said 12:22, so I thought it was actually 12:22. I'm like, oh hell no! All right, I'm gonna settle this down since we're close to the hour mark. I was only going to stay on here for 30 minutes, but I figured you guys deserved a real recap on what I really think is about to happen and what's going on. So, like I said, all of this is still legit. All of this is still a problem to this day. All of this is still really happening. This can really turn into World War III, a nuclear war at any point in time. And now that we're down to the end of this, I could do questions and answers, something that I'm trying to do more on my TikTok and YouTube alike. Show love if you want to. All my stuff's at the bottom down there. If you don't, it's okay. I still love you guys anyway. Either way. All right. What's up? What kind of questions you guys got me? I got a little bit of time, and then I might have to head back to TikTok after I find a couple things. Or I might call it a night after this. Who knows? There will be no nuclear war, buddy. Okay. I respect your opinion. The United States hasn't been putting in as much as the U.S. has been putting in out of kindness of their hearts guaranteed. Hey Jay, when is Russia getting that 500 group together to fight NATO? $5 million troops. They're working on that right now. Are you posting content today on TikTok? I posted probably 5 to 6 videos already. It's all for money. Jay, we need to smoke sometime. Sounds cool. Sounds good. I think he did. Yeah, I posted 4 to 5 videos today. I don't know why he's not getting my videos, or she, or whoever, All right. Any more questions? Any more concerns? What's happening in the Pacific? The U.S. buildup is huge. Yes, China's been getting more aggressive in the Indo-Pacific right now. So the United States is putting their eyes to countering China in the region. That's why they're building up in the Pacific. But not only that, is North Korea as well. But it's kind of funny that the Pentagon came out and said, "Hey, China, we're building up for North Korea, not you." But now it's changing and be like, "No, we're building up for China too." I already knew that. You guys announced that when y'all changed y'all nuclear proliferation as well. Y'all changed the nuclear thing. Y'all said everything was to fully count Russia and China because those are the main threats to our national security. Crazy. Who do you think truly is winning the war? I don't believe anyone's winning. Russia's not making much advancements, but at the same time, Ukraine isn't really either. I mean, they did the Kherson thing, and that was good until the power started going out. Now we're not hearing much about Ukraine's advancements at all. We're just hearing about nuclear power plants being attacked and infrastructure all across Ukraine. So I think they're at a stalemate, in my opinion. But who has the advantage, or who would I say have a closer advantage? Russia already occupies territory of Ukraine. If they lose those territories, then they're just losing Ukraine. That's just the territories that they're losing. That in my head, that it's not them losing the war, because Russia right now has their power on and their people have heat. Ukraine don't have shit. They're struggling to get everything. So in my head, I'm like, well, Russia's playing it smarter by knocking out their power, but Ukraine is keeping up the fight by, not giving up. So much love to the spirit of Ukraine and man, the craziness from Russia. Both sides is just it's crazy how we can slip into World War III at any moment, and neither one of the two can give a shit right now. All right, any more? Honestly, no one wins wars. Nope, just everybody loses. People die. I mean, you got so many people dying in a war, bro. I don't call that a win. You had to sacrifice so much to make such a point. I don't know. Did you change TikTok names? I no longer get your alerts. Javante the Reporter, I have as my my first biggest channel now. True News Network, Javante the Entertainer, and the Conspiracy News Network is my new account that I just made. Conspiracy News Network. All my names are still the same. Just look up the True News Network. It will take you to all my accounts, even the conspiracy one, because I put them secretly on True News Network on most of them. All of them are over 1,000. I should have 2,000 on my conspiracy news network. And I just started posting conspiracies on there. So I'm about to try to keep that one going. That'll be my conspiracy channel. Unless my main channels go down, then I'll just make that back to a news channel. But for now, it'll be a conspiracy channel. Maybe we'll do some lives there too. Talk some conspiracy stuffs. When I got free time. People beg me to go live for TikTok for news and stuff, but no. All right. Anything else? Is the Entertainer banned? Nope. Entertainer's still good. Javante the Entertainer's still up. I just don't post on there. I've been trying to think of what I wanted to do. Do I want to do skits? Do I want to do, the rapping, the music? Do I want to do something else? I haven't figured it out yet. Love the perspective. Thank you for the answer. Of course, anytime. Much love, guys. Thank you guys for coming through, man. Thank you guys for helping out. I can't do, this stuff without you guys. I think the last time you were live was on Halloween. Yep. The last time I was live on Javante the Entertainer was on Halloween. That sure was. Take your show on the road videos. Yep. Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be for entertainment. Yeah. I'm trying to think of different entertaining things I could do for you guys on that channel. I just couldn't figure it out. Plus, I'm so busy with my news channel. I barely got time for any of my other platforms. I've been trying on Instagram to post stuff on there. A few people get that. I've also been trying on Discord to, message out to some people. Some people like it, some people don't. They made a whole different chat anyway. That's why I was like, I think I'm just gonna hop out of Discord. Everybody seems to have their own chat there and their own areas. So I'm like, there's no point of having me there because I don't really get many responses anymore on my channel. So I'm like, I might just give up Discord, might give it to somebody else. I don't know. It's not for me. I was using it to connect with people more anyway. All right. Let's see. You could do celebrity format videos, but about this stuff is in a funny way. Oh, yeah. That would be cool. I watch all your platforms. You're amazing. Thank you. Celeb City, the YouTube channel Celeb City. Oh, y'all want me to make another YouTube channel. The reason I haven't made a backup on YouTube, they don't bother me here. They don't, attack me. They don't strike me. They don't copyright. Well, okay, yeah, they copyright me. Oh, yeah, they copyright me a lot. It's because of my TikTok and music, though. But, yeah, they copyright me a lot. But, yeah, they don't, mess with me that bad on YouTube. That bad. But TikTok, man, they delete my accounts. I've had 5 to 6 accounts already. 7 now. 7 already. and they took them all down, except for the 4 that I have now. They took 3 of those down. Javante Coker, Javante. Dang it, what was it originally? Dang it, I made a Javante something. I forgot what it was. I forgot my second channel. Then I had my third channel, Javante the Entertainer. That was something else as well. I forgot all my old names. I'm sticking to the new names. Javante the Reporter. Oh, Javante the Reporter. Duh. Javante the Reporter. Yep. Javante the Reporter. Then before that was the News Network or Javante Coker News 1. Yep. Javante Coker News 1. I remember now. Yeah. Those were the crazy times. Can I sing you some beats and you make songs and write lyrics? I'm down. A lot of my TikTokers wanted me to get back into making music again anyway. So, yeah, I'm down. I don't know about writing lyrics, though. That's going to suck. I suck at writing anymore. I haven't wrote in a long, long time. I can't say I suck at writing because I got a song on this YouTube that I wrote a little while ago with the Ludacris and Lil Wayne's Silence of the Lambs. I made my own version of a remix to it, and yeah, I put it on there. I wrote that whole song. That was pretty cool. All right. Anyways, I did. Did you see the snow in Buffalo, New York? Yes, I did. Crazy to get so much snow up there. That is crazy. Or freestyle. I bet you got some good lyrics on you. Oh yeah, of course, always. It's in my head. I've been freestyling since I was 9 years old, so it comes naturally to me of the next words. That I make all the sentences up to the next words, even if I'm slow rapping or speed rapping. It's automatically in my head. You just got to get me when I'm not nervous or shy to put it on the internet. Why don't you become a rapper? There's things in the studios that I don't want to go through. I've had chances to be signed. I've had chances to hold concerts, which I have held two. No, I've held 3 concerts already. When I was 21 all the way to 23, I held concerts in Akron, and I've held concerts in Kent, and I've held a concert in Canton. So I did have it back then. That's when I was actually on it. I was going so far from it. So, yeah, I like them both. I don't mind it. I originally wanted to be an actor and a rapper, and I'm good at both. I can do the joking thing, I can do the rapping, and I can do the reporting. I do all 3. I still follow my goals. Nobody's going to shut that down from me. True News, or yeah, True News Network. I'm 5 minutes from Canton, Ohio. Really? Wow. I'm trying to think what's 5 minutes from Canton. But yeah, I figured I'd come on YouTube, give y'all a surprise live. I know you guys been asking for a YouTube live for a long, long time, and I'm still trying to figure out how I want to do the YouTube shorts. Do I want to put music on it, like YouTube short music? Do I not want to put YouTube short music on it? The reason I hate YouTube shorts so much is because they cut the music halfway when you're done with it. I'd have to make like a 15-minute video for the music to stay through it. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to do it that way. I'm going to do it. I'm going to find a way, man. I'm going to find a way. Natasha Russia says she was behind she was heading towards Mariupol to hand out heaters. Oh, that's good. That's good. Natasha Russia I know that creator's name. That's a creator? That's a creator on no, I'm gonna have to look her up. I'm gonna look her up. But yeah, I'll check it out. All right, thanks for hanging with me for another hour. We had 2 hours and 30 minutes on TikTok, and we had an hour and 9 minutes on YouTube. That's a lot of time to be live. I'm getting better at this talking stuff. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Winter Reporter. Thank you. Okay, everybody. Thank you for everything that you guys have done. I'm gonna put my stuff on here one more time. Show love to the channel if you want to. our goal day is tomorrow, but I never do my goals on YouTube. That's a TikTok thing. I could start doing it on YouTube, but I never get much help on YouTube. That's another reason why I don't do the promotions on YouTube, because YouTube don't help as much as TikTok does. TikTok helps me a lot. You guys have no idea. You guys help me a lot. My YouTube supporters, this was the second time on YouTube that I had a donation. I forgot the last live I did on YouTube, somebody else helped me. So this was the second one. Thank you, everybody. Remember our golden rule: love, unity, and peaceful life. On top of that is preparedness and awareness. Don't be scared, be prepared, and stay aware. It's better just to not be ignorant to it. I know people don't like to hear about this all the time. I get it. But you guys are cool, man. We got this. We got this. You get 10 times more on TikTok. Oh yeah. TikTok, man. People be donating like crazy, man. They show love. YouTube, they're more likers, and they sit here and just get the information what they can, and they go on about their day. But some of them, actually, a lot of them are probably from TikTok too. Oh no. Most of my subscribers on YouTube are purely from YouTube, because I had a Trump versus Biden video that blew up, so that got me 16,000 followers from that, or subscribers from that video. I probably got 1,000 people here from TikTok. Maybe 2,000. I don't know. But anyways, guys, thank you for coming through, guys. I will see you guys later if I'm on tonight. If not tonight, then I will be back on tomorrow morning, which I will schedule it before I go to bed tonight. So I will see you guys later, man. Show Paul and Adrian some love. Show Dabu7 some love. Show Israeli News Live and Canadian Prepper and all the other, good bigger channels out there that's really trying to help you. I show love where love is due. Have a great day. Peace. Oh, this will be saved too, so you'll be able to rewatch this. So don't feel bad if you missed it.